want you to imagine driving from Bridgeport to Long Island in about 15 minutes because that's the vision behind a renewed proposal for a bridge and tunnel connection across Long Island Sound. Good evening once again. I'm Annette Montgomery.
And I'm Tim Lammers. There are supporters of the project. They say it could transform travel and commerce between Connecticut and New York, while critics question whether the astronomical cost would be worth it.
Fox 61's Victoria Anderson has more on the latest plans and the challenges standing in the way.
It's the one dream the state just can't seem to shake, a bridge from here in Bridgeport all the way to Long Island. And other than 14 miles of water, there's a lot of other things in the way of getting this idea off the ground.
We need to get back to building something big. The Hoover Dam, the Brooklyn Bridge, the International Space Station.
It was a day of big ideas, specifically 14 miles of bridge and tunnels big. Local leaders and representatives from the Connecticut-Long Island Initiative gathered to discuss updated plans for a link from Bridgeport to Long Island's Sunken Meadow Parkway, this time partly underwater.
Our concept is most similar to the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel down in Virginia.
Stephen Shapiro, the president of Connecticut-Long Island Initiative, highlighted that the Chesapeake Bay Bridge was able to pay their investment back in an area less populated than Connecticut and Long Island. But how much of an investment are we talking?
So the big thing, $50 billion.
I just feel like it's a waste of money for real.
Fannie James, who lives in Bridgeport, told us she doesn't think it's worth it. But Bridgeport native Leonardo Watkins Jr. told us he would pay to cut his commute down to 15 minutes.
On a ferry, and it took me almost an hour.
Developers say the cost would be split by Connecticut and New York with a mix of federal and private funding. But that's if New York's governor even agrees to foot half of the bill.
I've talked to some people in New York. I have not talked to Hochul directly herself or my team or anyone.
With planning, financing, and building everything put together, developers estimate that this project could take 10 to 15 to 20 years, but that's even before they take the first step, which would be the feasibility bill getting passed in next year's session. In Bridgeport, Victoria Anderson, Fox 61.